welcome to another Thoughtful Thursday with Katie. So one of my favorite activities to participate in over the summer is to read. I have a really big backyard with lots of trees, and we put a bird feeder out so all of the animals come by, and I just love sitting out there with a good book. It's a great way to relax. I thought I would take the rest of this video to share some of my favorite books with you guys. So of course, one of my most favorite book series of all time, and you can probably guess what it is, it's Harry Potter. If you have only seen the movies and not the books, first of all, shame on you. Read the books. They are incredible, so much better than the movies. The writing, it's just incredible, and the story is incredible, the characters are incredible. You gotta read these. Another popular author that everyone likes is John Green, so if you haven't read any of his books, I highly recommend it. They really get into the minds of the characters, and he just writes them so well and displays them so well, and it's so relatable. And my favorite novel by him is Paper Towns, and they are making a movie out of this, so I recommend that you read this before you go see the movie, because I heard that they're making some changes. This is definitely my favorite book by him. It's so quirky and different, and it's really enjoyable to read. My other favorite novels that, of course, it's also a movie, The Help. This book is so amazing. It really gets into the time frame of the 60s and writes these really different and really interesting characters. My favorite is Minnie. I love her sass, and it's different than the movie, but it's so worth the read. It's really inspirational. I could not make this video without showing The Great Gatsby. I love this novel. I actually just read it for one of my English classes. It's always been one of my favorites. I love it. It's such a great story. Fitzgerald is such a great author. The way he writes in this book is different than any other book of his that I've read so far. Just the metaphors and the language, it's beautiful. And finally, one of my last favorite books that I'm going to share with you guys is The Book Thief. I read this book sophomore year of high school for an English project, and I enjoyed it so much more than I thought I would. It's beautifully written. It's a touching and heartbreaking story that's also really fun at some points. And I think the most interesting component of this book is that it is narrated from the point of view of Death, which was something that I had never seen before as a sophomore. And Death writes these little blurbs that are written in black, as you can see, that give you more insight into what he thinks of the characters, and sometimes they're little riddles, and it's fun to figure them out. And it's just such an amazing story. It takes place during World War II Germany and follows a girl named Liesel who is living in a foster family and becomes fascinated with books, and her foster father is teaching her how to read. And then she ends up being fascinated by the mayor's library and starts stealing books, among other things. There's so much going on in this book. And if you haven't read it, do yourself a favor and read it. It is incredible. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the favorite books. I enjoyed sharing them with you, and I hope it inspires you guys to go out and read a book this summer. The summer is the perfect time to try new books. And the quote I'm leaving you with this week is, "What is the point in being alive if you don't at least try to do something remarkable?" From John Green's An Abundance of Catherines. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye!